from AC to DC, it is about 1.25 or 1.4, depending on the distance as well as the irradiance of the area. So in this case, we only use a conversion rate of 1.2 factor from DC to AC. So we are able to pay the bank loan. You see in November histogram, although you see the low, but November we start selling on the 8th of November, we start selling to the grid, and we receive payment in the form of test energy before we start receive payment in the full rate of tariff. Then in 2020, in 2019, we have full year, but I don't have a data to share with you, but I'll share you maybe in the next session. So the other important aspect of solar energy is that people thought if you put up solar farm, you can get rich and you don't have to do anything. But in actual fact, you have to do the maintenance regularly, because the characteristic of solar panel is that you have annual degradation. Although the manufacturer put in data sheet the annual degradation is only 0.6% per year, but from our observation, we see degradation of about 13.75%. So with this degradation, it shows that we have to do some investigation and some repair work we have to do very aggressively. We send a module to the lab in Singapore as well as our own university collaboration lab. We discover that some of our solar panels have been affected by a phenomenon called power-induced degradation. So power-induced degradation, PIC, you can fix the problem by putting a reverse current, or you can replace the whole module. Yeah. So the benefit of solar farm is that, number one, we do create 230 highly skilled jobs. We train them, we give them high skill, we pay them high salary. Number two, spin-off business of about 254 million because you engage subcontractor. We give our contract to main contractor give to subcontractor give to another subcontractor, and subcontractor employ people to work. So that's where the spin-off of the company. And the carbon emission reduction is about 136,000 tons, and we support the ASEAN or the government program in reducing carbon emission reduction in the country. So the economic impact of this investment is total investment of 84 million. We have 203 ton carbon emission reduction for Melaka and 760 million ton for Bido. It's so much, 100% per year. But the most important of all this, government also make money from our project. We pay GST and we also pay government corporate tax. So from a barren land, we invest our money, 240 million, to make up a solar farm. So this investment create a lot of employment opportunity for unemployed graduates, as well as those contractors who have no job. At the same time, we also pay tax to the government and to the local government. These are some of our staff that works. These are the vendor development program that we do. So normally people ask, oh, what kind of business can we create from solar farm project? Well, number one, O&M contract, F&B, we provide meal for our staff, landscape and nursery. Yeah, we don't have fuel, but we still have to cut the grass. Industrial training, a lot of students come and do internship with us. We have R&D partnership with universities. We have university from UK, university from Singapore, university from Malaysia, and we open. Now we are trying to do some MOU with university from Indonesia. We try to bring them in and let's share the knowledge together. And EPC contractor. Now, this is a very important slide. If you can see here, in 2011, in 2014, when we complete our project of 8 megawatt, it costs us about 5.7 million per megawatt, 10.5 million per megawatt. But then when we do the project in 2019, when we complete the project, the price has dropped from 10 million to only 5.7 million. So it means to say that solar price are going down, and I was made to understand it is even further down at the moment currently. So it is now more competitive and it is a grid parity situation. So challenges that we face in this project, number one, financial. It's very difficult to get a bank loan. But after we do the first project complete and we have a good track record, now a lot of banks come and offer us the loan. Risk perception. Normally bankers are not familiar with the risk of solar farm. They always ask us to change business to become a cafe, cyber cafe operator and so on. But we say, no, this is the business. And after the system perform, then they want to finance more project for us. And the third one is time of the essence. In doing solar project, the power purchase agreement is very important to do it on time. Because if you're late, then you'll be penalized, a big, handsome penalized that we do. So ladies and gentlemen, I will now move into another area. We call it net energy metering. So net energy metering is also a solar, but just now we talk about megawatt capacity. Now with net energy metering, we just put solar on the rooftop. We use some of the energy. Whatever extra, we sell it back to the grid. So there are two types of package to purchase solar energy. Number one, you outright purchase, meaning that you buy the system from a system integrator like me, or there are a lot of other system integrator. So you pay a complete investment upfront. You enjoy full benefit of the saving from solar, and people like us, we provide operation and maintenance service. The other concept that you can buy the energy is you don't want to do no upfront cost to consumer. SI like Gading Kencana, we bear all the investment costs. We just signed a solar power purchase agreement privately for a tenure of 25 years to purchase the energy from solar PV. So the consumer only pay solar energy at the lower tariff than what the utility is charging. Why install solar PV for this in this method? Number one, energy bill saving. So the cost of solar energy is cheaper than cost for utility. Number two, you hedge the value of solar energy. So you know that the costs are increasing. The conventional energy costs are increasing every time. Like in 2019, Myanmar increased their tariff by about 20% electricity. So if you have a solar panel providing you energy, so you are guaranteed that your solar panel, God doesn't charge you extra for the irradiance of sunlight that they give to you. Number three is to reduce carbon footprint. Of course, today there are a lot of international companies, they call it RE100 company, who would like to buy the REC, the Renewable Energy Certificate, in order to make their product more green or more environmental friendly.